Hey everyone, welcome back to Kyber Bricks. I wanted to start this video off really quick telling you guys thank you so much. We just hit our first 100 subscribers and I could not be any more thankful for all of you guys supporting this channel. This channel was designed to just share my love for Lego, specifically Lego Star Wars. So I'm glad all of you guys are getting some entertainment and also enjoying. So once again, thank you guys so much. Now it's officially week 4 of building Felucia and Lego. It is so exciting. I've just been loving this series, so thank you guys once again for your support. I'm glad you found some entertainment with it as well. But we're going to be going over some vegetation that we're going to be creating. I'm also going to be going over a couple Republic items that are going to be included in this mock in particular. And we also want to finish up our water area. That is a big thing. I also would like to try and see if I can tile some stuff off. With next week coming up, it's going to be a little bit more hectic on the channel. I do have another plan for the Ghost when it comes out, so stay tuned for that. I will be doing a review like I did for the Ahsoka Tano T6 shuttle. I'm going to be picking it up day 1 at the Lego store, so I'll probably record a couple of clips, but for sure, you guys can keep your eyes peeled for a Ghost review, as well as something that I have planned for the Ghost, so stay tuned for that. But let's get into building. After a long week prior, we were able to get a lot more done on the foundation of the mock. I was also able to get in some of the tiles finally on the water, so we're starting to get there, at least with that detail again for our base plate number 1, where the separatist base is going to be at. Still don't know how I want to do this, but there's going to be a lot being involved with this, so I kind of wanted to leave it blank for right now. Looks like my daughter put some things right here, so maybe we'll have to incorporate that. That'll be her little signature there. But a couple of other things to note. I did do the T6 shuttle review, so make sure you guys check that out if you want to see what this is all about. But I also created this like crate. It's a Republic crate. It's going to actually be something that Ayla and the 327th are going to try to go get back. I'm going to have a whole storyline. I'll talk to you guys about that in this video. But so far, this is one crate that I built from scratch. So I feel like for like the first time building something like this, like it came out pretty well. I didn't really use any instructions. I did use like some pieces, obviously, that I seen online. But other than that, this is all an original idea. So I got to modify it a little bit more and make it a little bit more like, I don't know, playable. Or if you could like open or something like that. So we have that going for us. But yeah, along noted is again the water, and we used a variety of different pieces so you guys can see there's some like cheese slopes and some like claw looking pieces. I don't really know the name, but I also want to just add in some texture, and there's going to be more things that I'm going to be getting in from Bricklink as far as like these pieces go. So there's a lot that has already occurred from like the past week or the week prior, but a lot of the foundation's coming along quite well. Got a little water area right here. But one thing I do want to kind of note is I was able to get in some of these lavender pieces to kind of build another like area of water right here and on the top. I don't know if I want to make like a small little river going through. Probably not, but if you can see, like we kind of built a trail already of where the 327th are going to be coming from, and then obviously our ATTE is going to be on that side. But my wife told me that I had like too many colors kind of like scattered even on like the actual trail, so like you couldn't really see it. So I moved some pieces around trying to make that trail a little bit more defined, so that way you actually know like where it's at compared to like the rest of the mock. But this is currently what we're looking at, and a lot more pieces that I still want to incorporate. And there is some of our Felucian plants, but it's coming along well, so let's just keep working at it. I also wanted to clarify the story of this mock. So I had a few things planned that I wanted to do, as you guys know from weeks past. I think I am going to keep it officially to prior to Order 66 happening. I felt like having the Order 66 theme with, you know, the 327th taking out Ayla. I don't know, I just didn't like it, because if we have that separatist base right there, I feel like we're gonna get a little bit more of action with like droids and the clones. So I kind of wanted to do that. So I really think that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So the storyline is going to be basically Ayla and the 327th are going to be heading to a separatist base right before Order 66 happened. So we're going to have it being, there's some plants on Felucia that are some healing plants. They're called Nicillin, and it's a big thing for people around the galaxy to get, because, you know, not only its value, but the healing agents it does have inside. So I'm going to put basically a cargo container, or containers I should say, that the Republic had to ship back to, say, Coruscant or wherever that they're going to distribute it to people around the galaxy. But the Separatists end up taking it over, and it's going to be kind of like that. Like, they're going to have like a little base where, you know, that's where we're going to be able to find that Nycilin. We're going to have the Republic and the 327th go get it. So that's essentially what the, I guess you could say, like, the story of this mock is going to be. Really excited for this stuff, and it's just one of those things where, again, this is like my dream mock. So it's just going to be fun to do. So that's kind of like a bit of the backstory. All right, so I got a few packages in the mail that I wanted to go over that we're going to be actually utilizing for our mock. So here's going to be the first one. These are some Bricklink orders, which, let's see exactly what this one is. It says eBay, but I'm pretty sure this is actually a Bricklink order. And we did get some stuff because I'm going to be making some of the crates and stuff to go inside of Felucia. So it looks like we have some trans orange open studs and some other pieces that I'm going to be doing some like vegetation with. So this is good. And then we also got some of the pieces that we're going to be creating those containers from. Now these were a little bit pricier, just trying to find like good ones. So I'm happy that I was able to score some on Bricklink for a fairly decent price. So that's the first order. And then got another order in from Bricklink. And it looks like we have a few other pieces. I thought this was crazy, buying this many of the rock pieces, specifically just the bottoms. And I have a pretty cool thing that I'm going to be trying to do with this in particular. Again, just trying to test out different like vegetation pieces. It kind of led me to actually doing something with these, which I will show you in this video as well. So we got that. We got some trans orange like stud shooter pieces. So this is also going to be a pretty good piece to use also for the vegetation thing that I'm going to be making. And then we got more of those open studs. And then we got two of these pieces, which I'm not concerned about. I just saw that the seller had some more, so I was like, well, why not pick them up? I have an entire batch of them in my lot, so again, I'm not too concerned. If we need more, I'll obviously buy more. And then another big item that we got was this package, and this is actually going to be for something else on the channel. Now, I do already have one of these, but the thing about it is I didn't want to open mine just because where I bought it, it's where my grandfather lives, and I don't know, every time like when I would go up there during the summertime to hang out with him, like back in the day, let me zoom this out a little bit, to go hang out with him back in the day, he would always take me to a very special shop to pick some stuff up. So I don't know, it's just like one of those things like where I didn't want to like get rid of it just because it had like memories, or I shouldn't say get rid of it, I should say open it up and build it. But you guys will see it once I get this thing opened. So we have the set 75265, the T-16 Skyhopper versus Bantha, the micro fighter. And again, I already have one of these in my collection. This is a retired set, but what I really wanted it for was this Bantha, because I have something special coming to the channel here shortly. Once I receive an item, I'm going to be doing kind of like a comparison between like Lego and something else. So this is going to be pretty cool. I just want to show this off as well. So that was our pickup. And one fun thing that I actually did with this mock in particular is I found some pieces that I knew I would utilize to make some sort of like Republic crate. And these pieces alone were like kind of like standing out to me. So I figured let's kind of put something together. And sure enough, I came up with like my own original design, which happens to be kind of like this Republic container thing that I have planned with a couple of things to put inside. But inside you can find like it's just pretty hollow. I want to add more stuff in there, and who knows, maybe I'll make it like something that you can actually open up. But for now, I just stuffed it with some pink bricks, which my daughter picked out, so I just kind of wanted to add that little inclusive part to it. I needed another section where it kind of like pushes the front forward, so you can see that I had the 2x4 brick in the back to kind of, I guess, hold it together. So that's what we're pretty much doing here. Again, it doesn't really open up into anything, but definitely think that down the road, I want to make it that way. And yet again, we got another Bricklink order. So in this order in particular, after I kind of like organize my stuff into like this container that you guys see, observing like the pieces I have, and for the most part, like I saw a lot of like brick built stuff online, but I wanted to like make it my own with actual pieces. So I'm just kind of like looking at what I have in particular. But one thing that's going to help me the most are these rods. And with these rods, you can actually bend them. And that's kind of like where we can use it to our advantage to make things look a little bit more natural than just up and down. So that was like kind of one big thing. And then I'm just kind of gathering pieces that I'm going to use to actually make these plants. So again, just semi steps of just adding things back to back to make it, again, kind of like its own original piece. And again, I really did like how it came out. I feel like it was more, I don't know, like natural looking rather than, again, like brick built stuff. So I was pretty happy with it. So I did want to see how some of the Felucian plants look with the mock, and boy does it add some color. I really like this idea. I'm definitely going to be adding more and different types of vegetation to this mock, but just for the most part, I mean, I'm loving it. Again, I want to add like different like depth and different detailing with specific plants. So again, like I don't want it to just be like one type of plant like the same length. So I have more stuff coming in from Bricklink, more orders. So that's going to kind of help clarify that. But for the most part, we're also getting the foundation all tiled up, trying to find like these random little areas to fill in with some tile. So that's currently what I'm working on. And this crate is actually not going to be here. I just wanted to see what it was going to look like kind of in this area. But again, just loving how it's going to look. Again, with like the colors and stuff like that, it's going to add so much different contrast to this mock. And sorry guys, my daughter's playing with some of her toys over here. But just, man, it's coming together so nicely. So for the most part, we're getting everything accomplished that I want to so far with this mock. Again, with the plants and stuff, I want to do different like lengths and widths with them, just because, as we all know, plants are not all the same, especially in the Star Wars universe. So we're going to work on that. For the most part, this week went so well. That is a wrap for week 4. Let me know in the comments section down below how you're liking this mock series. I would love to hear. Also, if you guys have any feedback, drop it in the comment section down below as well. But with all that being said, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and tap that notification bell to be notified when I do drop a new video. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.